Hey everyone, how are you? My name is Alex and welcome back to Alex Builds Stuff. So, as you can see behind me, there's a forest, which is a little bit bigger than the last episode. Let me give you guys just a quick peek-see throughout. So, I want to get rid of that too because I don't really need my hotbar right now. So, let me show you this area first. I'm really proud of it. I just heard a really weird noise. I'm not used to going back and forth between 1.13 and 1.12 because of dynamic surroundings. So like I hear a lot of noises that I forget are part of dynamic surroundings and it creeps me out. Anyways, so I added in like a ton of foliage and whatnot, like these swamp flowers from Biomes O Plenty, which are these blue flowers right here. I added those in. There's also the uh, blue orchids that I added in. And am I using the... No, I'm not using the beta pack. I actually want you guys to see this with the beta pack because it looks really pretty with the beta pack. I prefer to work with it. I mean, everything up to this point I've built in just regular vanilla texture, so it doesn't really matter, but I really like the way the blue orchid looks in the beta pack. To me, like that blue orchid right there, that is really beautiful. That's a nice smooth texture. It's really pretty. So I added in a lot to this tree since the last episode, and there's like this like bump or like little gardeny thing going on out here. Obviously you can see how I was able to get the potatoes to be planted by just having them near water. And I like the fact that the farmland looks so similar to the bark that it just looks like a plant that's growing on the tree. And the same for like down here too. It looks similar enough that you can't really tell, oh, that's farmland, partly because it's also like deep in the ground. And I have like another one over here, and I added in, like I kind of like actually removed blocks to make it look more like roots and whatnot, and I added in these little like mushroom things, and there's like a little mushroom inside there, and still got the little like window mushroom right there, and so on and so forth. So I think that I'm really happy with that little detail that I did, and I spent, oh gosh, I must have spent like 40 minutes on this today, just doing like these little teeny tiny details. And I tend to do that with a lot of builds where I'll like spend like hours adding in a flower and it's like the funniest thing, but there's a reason behind why I do it. It's like I want it to look good, and I spend so much just time thinking about things. Like I'll sit here and stare at something for like the longest time before I put down a block. And sometimes I have like, hyperactive building where I just like go to town and build like 5 houses. And then other times I just put down a flower. So that tends to be the way that I build. It's kind of random. And I know that a lot of the tree trunks here. Thank you, Spike, for scratching in the background of my video. Really appreciate it. Anyways, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it, and it's very loud and obnoxious. Anyways, I know that, like, a lot of the, you know, trunk blocks that I have built out around a lot of the trees are not on all of these. A lot of these trees are just planted, like, a few hours ago. So I haven't added it all in yet. I don't know when I will. I don't think it really matters that much, but, if we come over here, I planted a bunch of mushrooms and like added in the leaf carpets to be like moss. And then I added in a little like fallen log, or fallen pine log. And I really like this. It's so simple. It's so simple. It's just, it's a fallen log. I've probably seen this done in like some Let's Build, like, I don't even know how long ago. Maybe I saw that before, probably. But to me, it just made sense to do this and then to have like the leaf carpet on it, which really looks more like moss than anything. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy with it. And then the buttons and whatnot. And it was so funny because I've been using buttons as rocks in 1.13, and I forgot that you can't do them directional in 1.12 like you can in 1.13. So I'm like, why is it not facing the other way? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's because you can't do that in 1.12. I can't wait till all the mods in this particular pack are actually updated for 1.13 so that I can upgrade this series to 1.13, because I would like to have 1.13 features in this series, because that would be a lot of fun and that would be more blocks for me to build with, and we can imagine why I'd like that. So, yeah. But today what I really want to work on is the Wizard's Tower and the Watchtower. So in a previous episode, I'd asked folks, what do you want me to build? And one of the suggestions from Silver Platinum was a watchtower, which I think is just like an absolutely fantastic idea. Don't know where I want to put it yet, but I will find a place. I kind of feel like it ought to be over here, which means I may actually have to get rid of these trees. It should be right here. Actually, where it should be, honestly. No, maybe that's too far away. Oh gosh, where should it be? There's so many things here. I could get rid of a tree, but I think it'd be kind of stupid to have a watchtower across the river from the village. Oh, wait, I have space back here, but is that... No, it's not. You're not really going to be able to see anything. It's got to be in a spot where you can see things, but I really don't want to remove anything, so I'm going to have to give that some thought. But I definitely want to have the Wizard's Tower, which was recommended to me by a Nani Pig, and she said it should kind of be like on the outskirts of the town. And I feel like this area over here, which is kind of sheltered against the mountain and whatnot, would be really nice. I was also thinking of actually building it up here, like right at the top of this like thing, because to have a watchtower here wouldn't make much sense either because you can't really see anything. But to have a watchtower right on top of this hump right here, like this big block of land, I think would be really cool. It could be up there also. I mean, this is a nice... No, it's too... I actually really don't want to, because clouds. I don't want to build it in the clouds, because then there's just going to be clouds going through the build, and that drives me up a wall. Hey, wait a minute. There's this blob right here. There's this area right here, and a watchtower right here could actually be really interesting, I guess. Although it would be kind of far away. You know what I think would honestly be best? Would it be a good idea to put it right here? It really would be best if it was right here, because, I mean, if it's, like, about this tall, and you're, like, right here, you're going to be able to see just about everything that's going on except for what's behind that house. So I think that's probably, like, a more appropriate place. I could have multiple watchtowers. That's a possibility, too. I think what I'm going to do is save the watchtower for another video and just work on the wizard tower today, because I'm really not sure where I should put it. I don't want it next to the farm, because I don't think that's a good idea at all. But, especially because the windmill's going to be right there and whatnot. That's not a good place. But I'm definitely going to work on the wizard tower today and get that done. And, so I will do that, and that's gonna be fun. So I gotta pick out some blocks, so let me do that. And so that's gonna take me a few minutes actually, so let me get myself situated and I will be back with you guys in a few minutes. Okay everybody, so I have a plan in mind for how I'm going to do this. So that... Is that too far forward? I feel like that might be a little too far forward. Let's not do that. I want to build this back here more like this. That. So this is a really old trick that I used to use to make something that was circular. Was instead of like building an actual circle, I would actually build like a square building, and it would look circular on the outside, but it would actually be square on the inside, which is about as old school in Minecraft as it gets. But yeah, so, and because this, even though this is like a wizard's tower on the outskirts of the town, and even though it's going to be built with slightly similar blocks, because it's not part of the town, it's on the outskirts, actually, it's not even part of the town. It's really, it can be a different style. So I want to do 5 high. If you're wondering why I pay so much attention to how high I make my pillars, it's so that I determine, wall height and whatnot, because that's important to me. So, yeah, and as a matter of fact, what I'm going to do down here is have that, because I don't want to have just pillars just going straight down into the ground. I want this to have like a bit of a stronger structure to it. So, if that makes any sense, which I think it probably does. If you're creative, you understand what I'm talking about. If you're not really a creatively inclined person, you might not understand. I'm not the best at explaining creative stuff to people. Like I'm really not. I try to, but I'm not an art teacher. I'm more of a builder and creator, not a what do you call it? I'm not like a teacher. Like I am a teacher, but I'm not a teacher. I'm much better at teaching things like math and English and reading to people than art. I don't know how to teach art. To me, that's like, yeah, I don't know how to do that. For all the years that I studied art formally, you'd think I know how to do that, but I don't. Oh, they all go in one direction. Okay. Kind of annoys me a little bit. Because I like the directional, but it is what it is. So next, that's very blue though. I want to do that, and then I want to do that. To me, that looks magical. I think it looks magical. So let me do this, like this, and I swear to you, I will come through and properly put in like these, cracked bricks and mossy bricks and textures and all that stuff. First, I gotta get down to basics. So, like that. I'm just gonna type in glass. Okay, so yeah, we do have quite a few glass options in comparison to what... Ooh. One moment, I need to see how this looks. I need to put that alongside. What's the difference? I don't see much of a difference. One glows and one doesn't. Okay, it glows significantly. So, that's nice, I suppose. Not fond... Oh, there's different kinds of glowing glass. Okay. That's not glowing. Oh, that's because it's rimmed. Rimmed glass does not glow. Glowing. It's just rimmed. We want pretty blue color. I don't like that color. I kind of prefer the cyan. I don't like that color either. I wonder what the white looks like, if the white is any better. No, not really. I want like a really pale blue. Like a really pale blue, which I don't think is actually going to happen for me. So, did I try this already? Yeah, I did. I'm gonna give up on that. Do I want to do that like that? Or do I want to do bark blocks? That'd actually be really cool. And it would look better. Because they're not directional. Bark. Here we go. Because I want to do something like this. So that there's like this outer edge. So it has like a lip to it. And the lip is sort of like something you stand on. Like it's going to have fences on top of it. Probably spruce fences. But the tower's going to be like about the same size. So, yeah. I know that probably looks odd right now, but I swear to you it will look better in the future. I'm not going to use that block anymore, so I can get rid of it. I know I can make customized hotbars. I'm not going to. I don't care. So, Cobblestone Wall. We'll do that for right now. Let's see. Do I like that? No, I don't. I don't like that. It's too much stone, but it also doesn't look right. Let's do fences. Let's see our fence options. We have the standard fences. No, that's nether brick fence. We don't want that. We want... How will spruce fences look? I don't like that color. It's contrast, but it's not the contrast I want. Let's try dark oak. That's better. That's dark. I want this to be kind of like a dark tower, but not like a creepy kind of dark tower, but just like dark. So, and I know that this is a very plain wall. Don't worry, that will be altered in the future. Actually, let me add them in up here too. There we go. Okay, actually, let me put that there as well, because that is going to be there like that. These won't be connecting up. You'll see. I have a vision in mind. You guys will see. So, let me... It's very hard for me to talk and build, because I'm trying to, like, work out how I want to do this wall. So let me, handle that, and I will be back with you guys in a moment. Okay, so my brain started spazzing a little bit, but I worked it out. I figured out a plan for this to make it not hurt my brain so much. So, it's still hurting my brain a little bit, but it's not hurting my brain as bad as it was before. So that being said, I think the appropriate thing to do at this point would be to, like, put the roof here so I stop worrying about the walls and freaking out about them, because I've been freaking out about them. And there's got to be a way to get up, of course. I don't know what that way up is going to be, but I'll figure it out somehow. I could just put a pillar, I guess, or something. I don't really know. But I'll work it out in my head. It'll all be okay. So, if that's the way... I gotta do this from the inside. So that's the way up. So I want to have a door right here, actually, which will be where the balcony will go. And just for being uniform, where are my... Oh no, I want dark oak fences. That's what I want. So that's really just... It's kind of stupid. I mean, if you think about it, there's like... What kind of balcony could that possibly be? Like, you're literally standing in the doorway when you stand there. That's kind of stupid. It's actually much cuter and more adorable, I think, to have a window there instead, and then have this decorative portion. That's too much fence. But that's not. That's fine. I like that. That's cute. Especially because there's something that I just thought of now that I could do, which would also be really adorable. Because I'm going to build like a very tiny roof to this, and I mean very tiny. No, like that. Do I like that? Like that? No, I don't. I really don't. Yeah. I like that right there. I like that. I do. Kind of like that better. I don't know. That kind of... Mm, no, not really. I think it's fine. I think it's okay. Once I add in the other blocks, it'll be fine. Or could I could do this. Because that fits with the style down below. Yeah, that looks much better. That has more of that medieval look. That's what I'm going for. More of like a castle kind of look, which is my goal right now, is to make that kind of a look. Just want to try and see what that'll look like if I do that. I don't hate it, but it doesn't look that good either. So we're going to pretend like it didn't happen. And probably... Is it a good idea to do that right there? No, that does not look good. So we won't be doing that. Oh. See, here's the trouble with this. I think that's fine, actually. Just do that like that. See, it's going to look different on each side, but that's okay. I don't think that's wrong. That was something that I used to do back in like 1.2.5, which if you haven't been playing this game for that long, then you have no idea what 1.2.5 is. So, yeah. Yep, I like that. I like that a lot. That looks cool. That looks like it's held on and it's solid and all the parts and pieces are coming together. This is like the most complicated tower I think I've ever built in my life. I want to have super big windows up here. Because of reasons. So let me actually scoot my way in and fill this in. So here comes the conundrum of how do we get up? Because there needs to be a ladder somewhere, so we'll put the ladder on this wall, I suppose. And time, set, day. I guess we could do one of two things. We could either build a pillar that just sticks out in the room, which actually, that's perfectly fine. We can get away with that. Because I just thought of something. I have... Let me just pull up. See these bookshelves here? We can totally utilize that to our advantage. So, what do I want to do? Fences. Yeah, I do. But maybe not on that side. There. And the next thing is going to be... Oh, is this the one with the books already in it? I think I want the one with the books already in it. I actually really like that. I think that looks really cool. I mean, it's also kind of odd, but that's alright, I suppose. Now, I just can't destroy these, or books are just going to go flying everywhere. And that's going to be really annoying. It just bothers me. So, I don't like that block right there like that. I just don't like it. It bothers me. It's, like, from down below, it actually looks really cool. I thought it was going to look really bad, but it actually looks really cool. So, there we go with that. And I think that's held up enough where it looks fine. I mean, I could also do that. it's a little bit less blocky looking, and I think it also, although that has to be like that, but that kind of, it's a little bit more rounded, I think, and that's fine. That's much better. So then we'll do spruce, and spruce can come like this, and this is a very tiny space, which, I don't know what you would do in a space like this. Meditate, maybe? I don't know. But, there we go. So that's the general structure. And then I'll go through and I'll be all, like, Mrs. Detailed and whatnot, and put in, like, the cracked bricks and the mossy stone bricks and make it look all pretty and whatnot. But first things first, we need to build a roof. Oh, it's raining. How dare it rain in my videos, like it always does. So... I guess I should do the kind of roof that I've been doing, because it just makes sense to do that. Part of me that also doesn't like it. I think it's because it's too clunky looking. Like, it really is too clunky looking. I almost feel like if I just did this, like that makes it look a little bit better. Good God, this is old school. This is really old school building right here, like, because that's the shape that I'm going for. That's what I was visualizing in my head, was that. So that's what I'm aiming for right there. So let me get that going like that, because that'll help me not go insane. And I wonder if I can get away with this. Putting this like this, if that will... Oh, I actually really like that. That looks really cool. Yeah, I really like that a lot. Let me look at it from a distance. Yep, that looks cool. So there's that, and the last thing that I need is spruce fence, because we're going to put a spruce fence up there. That way when you look at this from a far off distance, it looks like a full solid thing. That is a wizard tower. I'm really, really happy with that. I haven't built a wizard tower in such a long time, and I've never even built a tower that looks like this before. So that is something I'm very proud of. So now let's do decorative stuff. Lamp. Lantern? Is that what it is? Yeah, it is. It's lantern. Yeah, we'll do white candles. I want to have some lanterns because I think it'll be pretty. But where does one want to put them? I could put it right there. Or maybe right there. Nope. Nope, that does not look right. That doesn't work. See the way that hangs down? It's not connected. It doesn't look like it's attached. If I could make it sit on both planes like that, it would be great, but Can't, so that's a bit of a problem. A lantern like there? No. Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. I could do my old school vanilla lanterns. Could also make this like a lighthouse. Okay, that's odd how that did that. That's actually really cute. I like that. I didn't think I would like that, but I like that. That's really funny looking, but it's really adorable at the same time. I'm going to leave that as it is. Or I could just not do any outer lighting at all and have inner lighting instead, which is fine. Not ideal, but fine. I like that. Ladders. Forgot those. They're kind of important. So here's the conundrum about lighting. So what kind of lighting do we want to do here? We're not going to use the glowstone. I guess lamps on the inside would be okay, but there's a bit of a problem, which is that's lantern spam. Also, with the fences and the glass panes, they do that nonsense. And I don't particularly care for that. And right there looks stupid. Like, it really does. I mean, the other option is I could have, like, a table in here that has a lamp on it, which honestly would not be a bad idea at all, especially because I have the furniture for it. So, at Biblio. And fancy workbench. Does that have... Oh, it doesn't have any books in it, but that's okay because we can put books in it. I think anyways. Yep, we can definitely do that. That's a lot of books. We don't need to have that many books. There, that's better. There, now it has books in it. And we can also get... I could just have... This is when life gets complicated. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay, we will work out something different. Table, that's what I'm looking for. I want the seats, but I also want a table, spruce table. Why do they all do that? They all do that. It's really annoying and I don't like it. So we'll scrap that idea for a better idea, which is this idea. Because those things don't connect to each other. And look, he's a wizard. He has floating tables. He has that right. There. Lamp. That's literally all I wanted to do was put down a lamp. And that's all the light he's going to get. So that's fine. And I don't know what should go up here. We could have anything up here. First, I need to sort out the craziness that is that. And where is decorative blocks, actually? Because spruce, and I actually want to take one of these. I just want to try something. I don't know how good it's going to work. That's awesome! Oh, I love that. It's a hanging thingy, but it's too high up. It needs to be within a distance where you can actually reach it. I love that. That makes me so much happy right now. Like, you have no idea how happy that makes me. Even better. End portal block. And an ender eye in it. Just because. And we're just going to leave that like that. Although I do need to toggle downfall. And we're going to do end. Do I have end stone stairs? Oh my god, I do. It's actually a thing. This can be like his special magical altar of altar-y goodness. That looks bad. Let's not do that. Do I like that? No, I do not. I would like to do this instead. Oh, wait. That may not work the way that I would like it to. I think it's too much. I really do think it is too much. So we're going to leave that alone. Okay. I'm very happy with this. I really am. I'm not going to do anything else in this other than go around and, I forgot about that Quark does that. I was like, why am I going down the ladder so fast? So let me do all the decorative stuff that needs to be done with this, which is going to be a lot of fun. So, I mean, it's already decorative enough as it is, but I want to make the blocks look a little old, so let me get all of that. Alright, everybody, so while I was doing the cracked bricks and the mossy bricks and whatnot, I thought about the fact that Quark has candles, and I put a candle up here instead of a lantern, because I just think the candle is so much cooler. So let me show you guys the outside, because this is what I'm really happy with. So the outside of this is obviously mossied up and cracked up, and yeah, it's supposed to look like it's really old. That was my goal, but not like so old that it's like ugly or anything like that. So I'm just curious if there are any planks that have... Oh, they're sacred oak planks. I wonder how those... I'm just curious. Nope. Wrong color. Like, I like the color, but it's not... Also, the, I'd have to make the whole thing out of sacred oak, and it's all one... Wait, actually, is the sacred oak the same as regular oak? Because if it is the same color, it does not appear to be... It is the same color, but it's a slightly different texture. It does not work with this texture pack nicely. Hold on a moment. We're going to try something here. I may have to completely redesign all the wood, which really is not so bad of a thing if you think about it. Up, lag. Big lag spike. Alright, so it's the exact same color. I could sacrifice the texture pack and just do this way. It would look cool. I like the spruce though, because I like how dark it is. It's also very hot in my room, and I don't feel like going through this painstaking process right now because it's way too hot in my room. But, I don't know. I'll ask you guys for some advice. In the comment section, why don't you let me know what you think I should do? Should I switch out the spruce for the sacred oak and the regular oak? even though there are no oak trees present, and I'd have to, well, there are some actually, and I'd have to plant more. Or do you think I should just leave this as spruce and just not play with it? So, you guys can let me know in the comment section what you would prefer that I do. That is not the button I wanted to hit. Anyways, I'm very tired. It's getting very hot in my room and I'm uncomfortable. So I need to end this video now before I die. So, anyways, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, then feel free to subscribe, comment, and like if you want to see more. And as always, I will see you guys next time.